Hello world, it's me. Here's the thing before. I better start again. Hello world, it's me, the man from Oz. Today, Saturday, June 27th. Local bush weather. Well, until half an hour ago, it was a beautiful, clear sky. The temperature was probably around about 16 degrees C. Here in my cozy little canvas unit, it's I think it's around 20. But all of a sudden the cloud moved in from the southwest. There was a light southwest breeze blowing. It was quite cool actually. Early this morning, I got up around about 6:30, and it was a glorious morning. It really was a glorious morning. I took a few images of the valley shrouded in mist, and I'll post them on Google Plus and Facebook and whatever, and so on and so forth. I'm expecting my cousin to come up here any moment now. He was supposed to come late yesterday afternoon. He was going to bring a wheelbarrow with him. And the reason for the wheelbarrow is that, there's a lot of firewood around here. And I keep my chainsaw busy every day, cutting a little bit. And it would have made it easier for me to load it up, the wheelbarrow up, of course, what I'm talking about. And wheel the wood back to camp. But he didn't come up yesterday afternoon with the wheelbarrow, and so maybe he'll come up this morning. He usually pops up in the morning, but here it is. What is it? It's 10:52, and he's nowhere to be seen. But then they did say that they might be coming up to camp for the night, so they might be getting things ready. If you can hear any noise, it's the generator. Yeah, it's my 2 kVA pure sine wave generator going. I wouldn't leave home without it. But then, of course, if I didn't have the generator here, I wouldn't be using this, and I couldn't do this live stream here from the top of the mountain. I've been taking a lot of photographs, been going for walks, long walks, 3 or 4 kilometres. I tend to stay away from the hilly stuff. But, I do my best. And, you just can't sit around looking at yourself, can you? What's the point in that? Like I said in the description, there might be a lot of umming and ahhing and brief silent interludes. Because as usual, this is just off the cuff, whatever pops into my north of normal mind. Last night, but it was an absolute glorious night. Absolutely glorious night. The sky was as clear as a bell, and it was just made to be enjoyed. It got quite cool, and as the night progressed, it got cold, but there was no wind. There might have been a whisper of a breeze, but that was about it. Fresh smoke from the campfire was just going straight up, and it was glorious. I don't think I went to bed till about 10:30, 11 or so, and I'm reading a good book at the moment. It's Rose by Martin Cruz Smith. He's a very good writer, Martin Cruz Smith. I've read a few of his books. He happened to be the author of Gorky Park, and they made a movie out of it, but the movie was nothing compared to the book. I was disappointed in Gorky Park. I didn't think the chap who played Arkady Renko, William Hurt, I think it was. I didn't think it was a good Arkady Renko. It's set in Russia, and no, I don't think it did justice to the book at all. But that's usually the way. I'm a big Stephen King fan, and Stephen King's had a lot of his novels turned into movies, and most of them I've been disappointed in because they're nothing like the book. But then, how could they? Because most good authors like King and Martin Cruz Smith, they go into detail with their writing. You'll pardon me from just looking away now and then. I'm just wondering if just keep an eye out for my cousin and his wife, and of course their dog Teabag. Usually he precedes them. He can't wait to get up here. He loves me. He just absolutely loves it, that dog does. I did post a photograph on Google Plus and on my Facebook page, Man from Oz Facebook page, and on the Canon Australia page. It's a selfie. A selfie of me sitting in my chair near the campfire. Just enjoying the simple things in life. I've been out doing my walks. I take the camera with me. It's either the GoPro or the Canon here. This is my Canon Rebel T5 1200 EOS, and it's got a 70 to 300 millimeter Sigma telephoto lens on it. I just wander around taking photos. And the photos I did take, I was quite surprised, considering I took them all offhand with this telephoto lens. Most of them turned out pretty well. So I'll be posting them over the coming days and weeks. Yes, I'll be here for another couple of weeks or so. Actually, way I'm feeling, I mean, I'm really relaxed. I really enjoy when I get away like this. You know, the isolation, the peace and quiet. Although, around about 8:30 this morning, I heard distant voices. First, I thought maybe I was suffering from Joan of Arc syndrome. But no, it was next door. There must have been a group of them. And then I heard a motor start up, and I thought it was a chainsaw, but no, it turned out to be trail bikes. That's what I guess they were, trail bikes. And they were just zapping around. But, you know, no matter where you go, you know, you're hard-pressed at times to isolate yourself from other people and the noise they make. But it didn't last long. Not like in the suburbs, you know. You have a noisy neighbour and the noise just goes on for hours, drives you nuts. And I was told by my cousin that the last couple of days there's been a lot of solar flare-ups, and that for the first time in many years that the Southern Lights, Australis Borealis, hadn't been able to see in this area. Down to the southeast, he said, which is, well, I've no sense pointing because you wouldn't know what. Anyhow, it's down that way. And I kept an eye out back there. It was such a glorious night, so clear. There's nearly a half moon. I couldn't see anything. And of course, I kept an eye out for UFOs, but all I saw were planes, planes, and more planes. There were scores of planes going over here day and night. I did see a light down to the west, probably 500 meters from my camp, but I thought, and I still think it was a spotlight, but I never heard any shots. So I don't know. It was just a brief flash of a very bright light, and I just thought to myself, well, it has to be a spotlight. Yeah, someone's shining a spotlight up there. Maybe they're looking for UFOs too. Anyhow, my friends, I haven't made any more videos yet to upload, short videos, but I will. The sun's back out again. I'm going to go and nuke a mug of tea and sit outside and enjoy the sun again. And wait for my cousin and his family to arrive, if they do. Alan will. Alan always comes up here. Yeah, we sit around the campfire and we yarn for hours. We've always been good mates, Alan and I, ever since we were kids. But yeah, that's why I enjoy coming here to see him every year. So now here comes that British Sign Mover. I didn't want to disappoint you. Anyhow, my friend, I will say some hellos. Hello to George over there in Virginia. I tried to go to George this morning on Skype, but he wasn't on. He wasn't connected. That's unusual because he's usually always on. And I'll say hello to Clarence and Alan Langford. I don't know if those two are related or not. It just seemed a bit of a coincidence. Alan Langford's been commenting on many of my Facebook posts and YouTube videos and over the last few months, and all of a sudden I got comments from Clarence Langford. So I don't know if they're related or not. I guess I'll have to ask them, won't I? Yeah, and I'll say hello to Brett and to Wanda and Ellen, just in case they happen to be watching, you know. Maybe a woman. And Johnny Brown. I don't think Johnny's seen any of my videos of late. He's been conspicuous by his absence. Haven't been in contact with Johnny for quite a while, and he hasn't been in contact with me either. 6 one, half a dozen the other. Well, I suppose there are others I could say hello to, but see, this is the mind. You see, it's gone. I just can't think of people. But I'm going to say goodbye because I'm rattling on, rambling on, and it's just basically wasting airtime, aren't I? All right, my friends. Well, thank you to those who were watching, and here from the top of the mountain in the southwest slopes and plains area of New South Wales, and about 6 kilometres the crow flies from the township of Dreadful. How Clarence Langford misunderstood the word dreadful for dreadful, I don't know. It really made me laugh when I saw his comment. He said I could find orange, but I couldn't find dreadful. Dreadful. Oh dear, oh dear. No, I sent him a reply and told him it was Grenfell. Grenfell. And dreadful. I told my cousin about that, and he thought it was very funny. And actually, he said, "Well, that's not a bad name for the place." I mean, he's lived in Grenfell all his life, and he doesn't think real highly of it. But I think it's probably mainly got to do with the people in Grenfell. Alan's a bit of a loner like me, and a real true individual. And at present, he's having a lot of trouble with his family because a lot of his family live in Grenfell, of course. 2 or 3 generations of them. Gee, there might be more. And he doesn't get on with them. Conflicts over this, that, and the other. And at the moment, because his mother is, well, she's invalided. But then again, I think she's into her 94th year. And she's been hospitalised a couple of times in the last couple of months. And family things, family things can be a real pain in the bum. Anyhow, look, there I go. I was off again. And I'm not going to go off again anymore. Until next time, my friends. Bye for now. And I'm going to say it, aren't I? Yes. Alas, poor Yorick. I knew him, Horatio, a fellow of infinite jest and most noble fancy. I have carried him on my back 1,000 times, and that's what I said before, and that's where I ended before because I can't remember the rest. So long, sayonara, see you soon, ha ha!